What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the Team of the Group Stage promo, and we're going to be ranking all of them to see who is actually worth it. Now, in terms of who we've got, there is some big players in here, and also some lower ones. If we kind of go through some of the lower ones on the team, we have got the higher price ones, but on the bench, we've got the 15Ks, the 10Ks. Gravenberch, who is extinct at 140, which is pretty self-explanatory, really. Is a nice card. Not necessarily worth the 160 potentially, as he, I believe, has an evolution that you can do, even down to Pope. So the question is, where do any of these really fit in a ranking? When it comes to a lot of them, I feel like when we look at the bottom tier, the 10Ks, the 15Ks, they are there purely on fodder basis. They're not there to really kind of take the show. They're there to basically stop you from packing Bellingham and Cancelo and Mbappe. But in terms of a lot of them, we've got the likes of Ziyech, if I can find him. We have got the Eredivisie PSV centre defensive mid. The first one I managed to pack, obviously. Ranieri, I think is how you pronounce it. Pope, on the other hand, I do like as a keeper in terms of kind of what he offers. We've obviously got a massive height on him. I think, 6'6", so it's already nice. It's a double upgrade from what he was. So again, it is better than his previous gold card, which is always nice. But I do think he just needed that little bit more of a push. He kind of wanted to go that one step further, maybe making him like an 88. Could have been a little bit better because realistically, how many other cards is he going to get? I would say, in terms of the keeper, I'd be looking... Would I go... I don't even know if I'd go S for him. I do like his meta ability, but I feel like that's kind of past now. He's kind of underneath everybody. I'd still probably go with Alisson and Edison as a gold card over him. Then we obviously have the likes of Boniface. Another very good card, to be honest. He's had a couple of upgrades now from, I think, Player of the Months all the way now to this 87. So he's gone from a 74 silver. He did get the Player of the Month, and now 17k for just an 87, which is nice. 3-star, 4-star, does have the Power Shot Plus, so he's added a little bit of value to him. I can imagine he is still going to be quite stiff with the agility balance being so low and only a 3-star skills. So I'd kind of go maybe a low A tier for him. I really couldn't go any more than him. Taremi is more than likely going at the bottom. Again, very stiff. I think for him, does he have a little bit more to give? He is a 4-star, 16k.
If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders.
What's his agility balance? 79, 70. So, to be honest, he's probably going to be about the same, actually. In terms of there, he might be even a little bit less, but then the league, the nation, is going to hold him back a lot more, whereas the Bundesliga at least has some players, and them some players being a Harry Kane, if I can find him. We have got the 93, which, again, is a good card, but realistically, I just don't like Kane. Kane and Lewandowski don't work in the game until they get into them top levels, the 97s, the 98s. That's where they kind of have a little bit of something. Maybe they're a 5'5", they've got a bit more pace on him. Shooting-wise is phenomenal. But realistically, I could pick so many other strikers at gold rating, at low price rating, and they would probably give you some better results. So it is natural. In terms of Kane, we've got 192,000 coins. SBCs, only 2 different SBCs, which is always nice, don't get me wrong. 87, 85 is always good. Does have the first touch play style plus, and I do think he is a slight upgrade from his inform with a good pace upgrade. A +8 is never to be messed with. So I think for me, I'd be looking more into that S category as a very low element. It's a very, very low one, and that's mainly just because of shooting. Then we have, I think, pretty much a lot of the better ones. Gravenberch, I don't think he's worth 160. Naturally, he will drop down as soon as his price has changed. Relentless Playstyle Plus, a 4-4. I can't go any more than A, I don't think, for that one. And I think we've got Raum, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's probably more in the A category as well. Good pace, defending could do with some work. Obviously, the shadow's going to be needed. 3-star. Does he have a Playstyle Plus? He doesn't, so that will definitely keep him away from that S tier. Hummels, on the other hand, did he have a pace increase? Let's have a look at this card. We've got the 86 prior. He's had a +4 there. 20, well, okay, that's fair enough. So from his gold, he did get a massive upgrade on that inform. That's always nice. At least they are knowing that that is going to be something that would hold the card back. 53 pace on the base is never going to be enough. You could make him 99 with 70 pace. Still wouldn't be a touch on some of the golds. But a nice upgrade nonetheless. I'd go more into that A category. I don't think I could go anywhere above that, to be honest, though. Defending's going to be good. Physical's decent. I feel like that could be a bit higher, to be fair to him. It is mainly the stamina that's lowering it down. He does have the 94 strength, so there's the kind of the stats that do lower it down. So it is probably higher in an overall if it's just strength. And I think we are now on to the big boys. These are considered the best of the best when it comes to the team in a group stage. We obviously do have a Klaus, who does have another road to the final, I want to say. He got an 87, so it's just a 1 upgrade. I like the card. It's 250. I would 100%, until that price drops, go with the 87. I think he's a phenomenal right back. He's kind of mid to low S tier in my opinion, but with the lack of right backs that we've got right now, I think he definitely puts himself in that category. Luis Alberto, one that I did forget, to be fair. He's not a bad card. For a free card, I will absolutely take it. I don't think I could go any more than A for him. I naturally just think, in terms of what they've given us, he's decent on the passing, on the dribbling. He's obviously a good rating. Pace-wise, could do with some work with a Hunter. He's not necessarily going to be a box-to-box and has that 4-4, as well as the finesse shot plus. It's a decent free card, but there's always drawbacks with them. But we have, okay, some of the big ones. So we know full well Mbappe's got to be there. He's going to get a player of the month, so naturally that card is going to be just as good and as expensive. He's currently coming in. Has he dropped? He's at 6.15, so he hasn't even dropped that much, which is natural, seeing as though he's going to be the hardest to pack. Still not packed to gold, so obviously that one's going to be 10 times as hard. Bellingham, absolutely love. He's just coming in at a mil now, 89 rated. Again, with a lot of these cards, you've got Mbappe, you've got Bellingham, Barella, Cancelo, Foden. I don't know if Foden has another card, actually. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the standard, so he's fine. Alvarez, Griezmann, Musiala, Leao, Rodrigo, and Saka all have different versions, and a lot of them, it's only a 1 upgrade for them. So it's kind of just going off that upgrade. It's natural that we've had 3 Mbappes, 3 Bellinghams. We've had evolutions for Alvarez, evolutions for Foden, for Barella. There's naturally going to be this crossover of so many cards that just are constantly there at the same rating as well. Now, in terms of S pluses, would I go with anybody else? I think Cancelo, for me, he's coming in at 460. I'd go into a high S category. Alvarez, I'd do the same. Would I go Rodrigo into an S plus? I don't think I would. I think the rest of them, for me, would potentially be in the S. So let's just go through them. So Musiala is a 5-star, 4-star. Always good, coming in at 800. Very good stats and naturally progressing himself nicely as he goes forward. Hopefully, we do see more and more higher rated cards from him, which is always going to be perfect. I love a bit of Griezmann. I think the technical playstyle plus does let him down that little bit, and especially because we did have a player of the month. A lot of people did finish that one before the finesse went. Barella was quite expensive as an SBC, so I can't imagine a lot of people did him, but only a free. It's going to have a drawback why I'm not going in the S+. Foden, on the other hand, he probably, to be honest, Foden could probably go in a high A category. He's a good card. He's got the 4-star, 3-star. If he was potentially 4-4 or 5-4, I could see past it, but we need another upgrade. This is just a 1 step for Saka for Foden, so I feel like he's nearly there, but not quite. Leao definitely is one of them ones. 4-4, 8-5-5. He could be close. I'd say if he got like a double upgrade on this card, we could have been seeing an S+, but I'm going to reserve it at the moment. And then Saka has a 90, I believe, already. No, okay. So he's got a road to the final. Oh, hold on a second. So has he been upgraded yet? That is one I want to see. Let's have a look. Because he's got a 91, and then he's got a 91. Have they genuinely screwed that up? Because what is the point having 2 of the same card in the same promo as well? So they are all due an upgrade if they've managed to qualify. So that should be fine. Where is Saka? So he did qualify. Did he win the matches? Will receive an upgrade due to winning 3 games out of the 5. So I think he's due an upgrade still. how can I figure this out? I'm pretty sure that there was three upgrades they could have: a first win, 3 wins, and then qualifying. So if that's true, this card is going to be better than the 91 that he's just got. Make it make sense, honestly. But I still think he's definitely up there. So if I was going for the rest of the list, I'd be looking somewhat like this. I do think Mbappe, Bellingham are head and shoulders above the rest in terms of their position. In terms of if you look at Rodrigo versus Bellingham, I probably would prefer Rodrigo in times. But they're not the same position. So just remember that it's not that Bellingham's better than everybody here. It is purely on position basis, which means he's better than Musiala, he's better than Barella. He's not going to be on that same level as a defender like Cancelo. But that's going to be my list. Let me know down below if you agree, disagree, and let me know if you've managed to pack any. Take care. Peace.